Show-and-tell, hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching the Summer Hikaru Died, Season 1, Episode 6. In the last episode, we were dealing with this impurity that escaped from the mountain, we're assuming, and started preying on Yoshiki's family, especially Kaoru, his sister. Yoshiki told him about it, and then Hikaru was like, okay, I'm going to take care of it, or Nonoki, rather. And he walked in the bathroom and he tried to take care of it, but then at some point he let it slip or something. Yoshiki walked in and saw him kind of like drowning in the bathtub pretty much, so he was trying to help, and then he was the one drowning, and like the big ghost took over him and tried to use him to kill Hikaru, except Hikaru was able to, you know, counter that and kind of force the ghost out of Yoshiki. The problem might be that with Hikaru here, or Nonoki rather, here, you know, outside the mountain. And I mean, Tanaka pretty much said it at the end of the episode that, you know, they're drawn to him. So he's the reason why they're going to flock. I mean, I guess they're flocking to Yoshiki, especially because Hikaru is so close to him, like Nonoki. He's so attached to him. So, I mean, if they're attracted to that or something, then they're going to appear more often. And it's all pretty much Nonoki's fault in some way, I guess. So that's a problem. Let's get into this episode. Check out my Patreon for full reactions. Subscribe. Let's go. That's very pointed. Yeah, that's very like that's too much what we're talking about. That's like it hits way too close to home. Because they're not. I'm not even sure why that's a question. Yeah, but it's not really about the body. It's about a personality, which Nonoki is. But it's not about the body. And I guess you get to decide if it's the same person or not. Yeah, for them it's the same person. He has Hikaru's memories. Sure, their appearance is important, obviously, but still. It's an interesting philosophical question. Just the fact that you talk about, like, oh, you're not Hikaru. But I guess if Yoshiki didn't realize this, if he didn't see the body, then maybe he wouldn't have realized that he wasn't Hikaru. And then it would just been like, treated him the same. And then it would have been the same. She was like, yeah, we can only judge people based on how we see them, which makes sense. I mean, if they don't know that Hikaru is not Hikaru, then for them, it's Hikaru. The fact that Nonoki can do the things that he can do, which Hikaru couldn't do, you can just ignore that. The fact that he can kill people the way that he does, you can just, I mean, as long as you don't know about it, I guess it doesn't change anything, but it still does in some way, you know? He's still not the same. Already Yoshiki like had this like reaction of like, oh, you're realizing he's not Hikaru, realizing he needs to teach him how to act, you know, like it's just not the same. Asako, that's her. Why do you have an episode about her? Is he gonna kill her? I don't know. Does he? I don't know. Take a shower. I don't know what to tell you. Fireworks. We saw that, I think, in the opening or the ending, so. Nobody says anything about the weird mark that he has on his arm that looks like a hand. Oh god, I'm scared of what's gonna happen to Asako. I was thinking too much about the why do boys stink. If you don't take care of your hygiene, then it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. Or, I mean, sometimes your body just, I don't know, produces sweat or something. More sweat or more stink or something. And that could also be a girl. Girls are more scared about stinking, I think, and they take more care to not stink as much as possible. Basically, I was philosophizing about it in my head. Okay, he's happy. It feels like he's come to this kind of acceptance of the situation or something. What the fuck just happened? Who is it? What is it? Oh, Oh fuck. Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die. Is Asuka gonna die? Please don't. Please don't. No. Oh fuck. Fuck me. I mean, always the bugs that we see. Every episode there's some bug focus. And it's always a foreshadowing for what's gonna happen. Or something. What's gonna happen? Is Asuka gonna realize something? Or just something's gonna happen to her? His room. He hasn't been in his room ever since he died. Right? It feels like every time Yoshiki kind of moves on in some way, he's like reminded again of something. He can't just pretend that everything's the same. In the festival? Oh, when he was a child, okay. No, no. So, I mean, they call him a god. It's dad. His dad. I was wondering if it was his dad. He lost his friend too, right? When Hikaru's... I guess, I don't know how close they were. But when Hikaru's dad died. Uh-oh. What is that role exactly? Yeah, I guess in the opening song. Oh no, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I'm so scared. Everyone's happy. And I'm scared. They made sure to pray to the god so that he would protect the family, their family, but also the village, I guess, from other monsters maybe coming down to... And now that he's out of there, all the monsters are free to go. Do you want to go with him? Yeah, you did. Is she gonna say something that make her realize? I don't know what. Oh god, don't say it. Don't say it, girl. She knows too, and she felt it, and so for her, it's interesting that she said he's the same if he looks the same. But I guess for her, he doesn't look the same. She could tell that something's off. She listens to it. Yeah, she heard the sounds of them. It's something, some trauma. Okay, I guess it's just because our family can do it. Why do they have to be scary though? Become monsters. Are they reborn as like the spirits or whatever that are in the mountain? Is that when they're dead? She heard something weird. That is so scary. Why are they so scary though? If they're just dead spirits. Like, are they dead spirits that weren't, I don't know, like, because Japan has like this, you know, tradition to worship their dead or something. Not worship, but kind of... Shit. Okay, so she doesn't necessarily think Naoki's bad. But they don't have to be bad. So you decided to just talk to him, hoping that he's good. I mean, based on your interactions, I guess. Oh, fuck. No, what are you gonna do though? What are you gonna do? Oh, fuck. Well, that's a bad thing. That means you have no control over it? Probably. Oh god. You know what? Wow, dude, you don't hold back. Yeah, but does it mean the same to him? He's not Hikaru. That makes sense that he doesn't think in the same way you do. Yeah, but no one else is. Okay, so how... So apply that to other people. Time to confront the truth. Oh my god. Oh no. In the middle of the road. What? I mean, okay, she doesn't know exactly what happened to him, but you heard something bad. It wasn't all bad. Like, she still thinks... Yeah, she still thinks he's alive, just possessed. No one didn't realize what it meant to kill. Oh god. Yeah, it's not something he can easily let go. Oh no, he's depressed again. But it makes sense, yeah. I mean, you can't really what is... Yeah, it's a cycle. His soul is still here. Oh, his soul. Oh. You could take it, I guess. That's a good question, honestly. He just feels that way because what Hikaru felt. And it's really a question of what is it real if it's Hikaru's feelings and not his own? Okay. Are we over that? I don't know. I mean, obviously Yoshiki had to digest the whole thing. I mean, you can definitely understand that Nodoki just doesn't understand it in the same terms. He lives in a different world, or came from a different world at the very least. And in some way, it's like a more... He sees, you know, the life cycle, I guess, from kind of the outside or something. He understands that it's a cycle and that, you know, it was just kind of reborn even when you're dead. So for him, it didn't mean that much. And yet, he's trying to live in the human world and trying to understand these feelings, which he doesn't necessarily understand fully. And so he needs to learn about the world, and he needs Yoshiki to teach him, I guess. But it's still, I mean, like, if Yoshiki hadn't come the moment that he came, he could have done something to Asako, and it would be too late. Yeah, like, he would have to learn, but it would be too late. And that could happen. Well, I guess not. I guess that's the main thing that he didn't understand, and now he does understand. Or at least Yoshiki explained to him that, I don't know, he still doesn't really get it, because he was thinking to himself, oh, but, you know, your soul doesn't leave, so I don't really get what life means. He still doesn't really get it. And the way he explained it, it was just like, oh yeah, I'm not going to do this to you, Yoshiki, because you're special. I don't want you to be gone. but he doesn't seem to be able to apply that to anyone else, because it seems all he's going on is the feelings that he has. He just like doesn't really think to himself like, wait, what does this mean? Why do I not want Yoshiki gone, but I don't care about the others? Like, he doesn't really think about it that deeply. He just acts on his feelings, and his feelings kind of dictate to him that, oh yeah, I need to keep Yoshiki safe. I can't do this to him. I can't lose him in this form. But that stands in direct opposition with what he said about everyone else. So it seems like he doesn't really get it fully. And what he feels for Yoshiki is purely based on what Yuhikaru felt for Yoshiki. So he just kind of needs to work that out. Like, I guess to kind of maybe just take it as a rule, is like, okay, the thing I won't do to Yoshiki, I can't do to anyone else, you know? And that's kind of scary, because I kind of got the feeling, you know, when he was like with Yoshiki's family and stuff, I was like, no, he's not going to hurt them. He seems like he cares about them, but I don't think he does in the same way, because I thought that he wouldn't do anything to his classmates either. But he just didn't, I mean, at this point, at least, he just didn't think about it that way. Like, only Yoshiki was the exception. He didn't think about it. He didn't understand Yoshiki's reaction at all, or why he would be horrified by this idea. So I guess he just kind of needs to take it as a like base rule of like, yeah, I can't hurt these people or Yoshiki will be mad. But it seems like Yoshiki understood that he just doesn't get it. If to judge by the end of the episode, Yoshiki was like, okay, let's just go back to how things were or something, or like willing to talk to him at the very least, because he showed up at his house. But this is definitely like a line that couldn't be crossed. And now that it almost was, though, at least it's not too late to like not do that. I mean, for Nonoki to realize that he can't do that. Like, I mean, the only person he actually killed was Matsuda, right? Matsuda, I think was her name. And I mean, I'm sorry, but we didn't really care about her that much, I guess, at the end of the day. So, but I mean, now that Nonoki realizes this is a line he can't cross, I don't know if he realizes that it's only people. I mean, he might still think that, oh, it's only like the people Yoshiki cares about are the people I can't touch, can't hurt. He doesn't want me to. Even if I don't really understand it, he doesn't want me to. But I mean, I would assume Yoshiki doesn't really want him to kill anyone. He did say, like, generally life is sacred. You can't just do that. So hopefully Nonoki takes that to heart. I don't know. I mean, if they're gonna have a talk about it, then maybe Yoshiki can make it clear to him. I mean, it's good kind of that it happened the way that it did, because it alerts Yoshiki to the fact that, okay, I can just, like, as much as Nonoki is trying to act like a human, I can't just assume that he realizes what it means or all the rules or why he shouldn't do certain things. Like, Yoshiki needed to understand that, and Nonoki needed to understand that there are things that he can't just do, even if he doesn't understand them exactly fully. And then we always have the question of, like, you know, we had this question from the start of the episode when they talked philosophically about this guy who died and became someone else. Is he the same person? Is he not the same person? And the thing is, that, I mean, Nonoki himself questions it at the end of the episode, like, why do I feel this way about Yoshiki? Like, is it just Hikaru's memories? And, I mean, like, does it matter if it's just Hikaru's memories? If he acts on them, if he's not going to hurt Yoshiki because of those memories, if he feels the way that he does because of those memories, does it matter that it's not really his memories? It's not really his feelings? Or I guess in some way it is his feelings because they're affected by that. I mean, it's very hard to do this separation or to know where to draw the line or to even decide if it matters or not, you know? Like, we're always going back and forth over, you know, are they different? Are they the same? Does it matter? Like, I mean, and it was, like, interesting. I mean, they opened the episode up with that question. Maki said that of course they were different. It doesn't matter if they look the same. And then on the other side, Asako was like, no, if they look the same and they act the same and they, you know, we treat them the same, then they're the same person. And they're like, you know, at first I was like, of course they're different, but you can see why, like, you can see definitely the point of what Asako was saying, you know? And that's kind of like the thing that we're still, like, it's not even about deciding if it's, like, for Yoshiki, it's about deciding if he can live with that. If he can just reconcile fact that, you know, they might be not the same, or like if he accepts that, you know, it's Nonoki but he's a Hikaru, and it's just how it's going to be, if he can live with that or not. So far he always seems to come back to, okay, I can, like, okay, this is how it is and I can live with that. But will that always stay the same? I mean, I'm sure that there are going to be like some obstacles that they're going to have to face that will, I mean, every episode we have an obstacle where he's kind of like, wait, we're dealing, like, this is not Hikaru, this is Nonoki, and things are different. Or he's reminded that, you know, his friend is actually dead, but then he has Nonoki there. I mean, it's like, it's so interesting because it's like a constant thing of like he's never gonna get his friend back, but he has Nonoki, and Nonoki in a lot of ways acts like his friend, so it reminds him of his friend. So he's like, I mean, it's like a loop of like clinging to something that's gone but is still there. I mean, it's always been that, but it's, you know, it's always like this back and forth of Yoshiki like not knowing exactly how to deal with it. Every time something happens, it's like a reminder that as much as he wants to in some way act like things are the same, they're not. Or he wants to pretend, or he wants to like forget for a second, you know? I mean, like, he was so happy, I think, when his friends like just kind of like all of the friend group was like, yeah, okay, let's meet up. And he was like, okay. It reminded him of the old days. And just the fact that they can live like a normal life supposedly together, all their friends. And Hikaru is part of that. And when he's in that setting, then he can kind of forget, I guess, that Hikaru is no longer there. But then he was, you know, immediately reminded that it's not that simple, and Hikaru is no longer there. And Nonoki, you know, is not exactly the same. And I mean, Asako at this point, the thing is that she asked, "Who are you?" when she talked to Hikaru. And I guess she noticed like the sound being different or something. She could tell. I guess she was talking to the thing that she thought was possessing Hikaru, but she doesn't think he's dead. She just thinks there's something possessing him. I'm not sure if she was just like, oh, okay, I guess it's gone now or something. Because, I mean, maybe Nonoki can kind of control it so that she wouldn't hear it or something, pretend. And then they can just, both of them kind of pretend that it's just Hikaru or something. And the creepy thing we saw with the bug, I thought that would do something, like that we would have like a payoff for that in the episode. Like, I don't know where that spirit is or what it's doing. I'm assuming it's going to show up, or maybe it's just to show us that they're still there, you know, the spirits are coming. I don't know if it's the spirit that Tanaka set free or whatever it is, so he would be able to follow it. But anyway, yeah, we have that also that we need to worry about. Anyway, yeah, this is an intense show as ever. And yeah, wait to see how it will continue. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top Patreons: Red in Tear, Andy Plays All Night, Terranor, Michael Gabriel, Shadows Moon, Marsh, and Stone Tree. And to the rest of my amazing Patreons who, without their support, I would never be able to keep on doing this. Thank you so much.